Hi, my name's Matt. My favourite destination is Kalkan in Turkey. For choice, flexibility and value, you can stay in various types of accommodation from self-catering villas through to boutique hotels. There's nearly 200 different restaurants, so again you can go for cheap and cheerful or luxurious restaurants. And the Turkish lira at the moment is pretty decent, so you can get a bargain. The views are spectacular and the people are fantastic.
Hi, my name is Alberto and my favorite destination is Rome. If you have the opportunity of visiting this amazing city, of course I would recommend visiting the Colosseum and all the historic buildings that you can find in the historic center of Rome. But at the same time, if you have a chance to visit the area of Trastevere, where you can find like the most authentic Italian food and feel like a Roman, for a few hours during the day.
So one of my favourite places to travel is Toronto in Canada. I love it because it's really chilled, relaxed, and the people there are really nice, and the other thing is there's just so much to do. So one of my favourite places to go is the CN Tower, which you have to do. I'd recommend going at lunch because they do a lunchtime deal and it can be quite expensive at night. Another place is the Toronto Islands, which is really cool, like a whole beach vibe where you can see the city and the CN Tower from the other side. It takes you about 2 hours to walk around the whole thing, and you'd get there by boat, which is really cool. If you can get out of the city, then it's really worth going to Casa Loma, where you can also go to this really cool steakhouse where they do really banging cocktails. And that's my advice.
Hello guys, my favorite destination is Sardinia. First of all because I was born there. Second of all because there are amazing white sandy beaches and crystal clear water. My favorite place in Sardinia is Villa Simius, that's how you spell it. The food is great, the wine is fantastic, and one of my favorite wines is Cannonau, because apparently it's one of the reasons as to why in Sardinia there's one of the highest longevity rates, and this is how you spell it. So book yourself the perfect summer holiday to Sardinia, enjoy a glass of Cannonau and live to 100.
Hi, my name is Bill and my favorite destination is Crete. I have been to Crete probably about 8 or 10 times now in my life to different parts. And there's a number of reasons I like Crete, and I would recommend it to anyone. One is it's very suitable whether you have kids or whether you go as a couple or whether you go alone. And the facilities are spectacular. Whatever you want, resorts, quiet B&Bs, beachside, mountains, physical activities. There's so much to do. And of course it's Greece, so you have the magnificent seas and you have the food, which I'm a big fan of Mediterranean style cooking. Probably my favorite part of Greece that I enjoy very much is the Cimmerian Gorge. If you like hiking, outdoor activity, it's a fabulous hike down from the mountains to the southern part of the island, where you get to have a swim in the southern side of Crete and the Libyan Sea, which is very different from the northern side, much colder and pretty delicious after a long hot hike in a gorge. A lot to do there. Great accommodation, irregardless of whether you want 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, whether you go with kids, whether you go as a couple. There's fabulous places to go, fabulous places to see, and plenty of choice. So that would be my recommendation, Crete.
Hi, my name is Kiara. My favourite holiday destination would have to be Zanzibar. It is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to in my life. It is a perfect mix of sun, sea and relaxing by the beach, as well as being able to do safari, which was absolutely incredible. If you get a chance to go, I would definitely definitely recommend going to the Turtle Sanctuary in Nungri, as well as some of the snorkeling and diving around the area. It's got some of the best coral reefs in the world.
So, one of my most favourite places to visit is Malta, and this is because it has amazing scenery and the weather there is hot and sunny. And most of the time there's a strong wind blowing which makes the heat dry and not humid. Malta is mostly British, and they have lots of shops and brands you will recognise, such as M&S. They drive on the left hand side of the road and English is spoken almost everywhere. The people are very friendly and it's very historical with lots of places to visit. The Grand Port in the capital of Valletta is very scenic, best to take a boat trip for the best views of the harbour. Also, if you get the chance to visit the Blue Lagoon, is a must with its crystal clear waters and coral reefs where you can snorkel for hours. It's really spectacular. You should also take time to visit the island of Gozo, which gives you a trip back in time to traditional Maltese living, and also visit the Azure Window, a naturally formed archway carved out by the sea, also where the Games of Thrones was filmed. There is an open top bus tour which will take you to all of the main attractions of the islands just within a couple of hours.
So one of my favourite destinations is a stunning island, also nicknamed the Garden Isle, called Kauai. Kauai is an area that sits amongst other clusters of Hawaiian islands, and the reason why it's one of my favourites is simply because of its awe-inspiring, mesmerising and majestic natural beauty. From canyons to volcanoes to mountains to waterfall treks, it has it all. One of the things that I really enjoyed doing there was going on a catamaran cruise along the Nepali coast, where we was fortunate enough to also see dolphins, stingrays and even turtles. If you ever do get the chance to go to Kauai, I recommend the helicopter tour. What people may not know about the area, it is a famous filming location for blockbuster hits such as King Kong, Avatar and Jurassic Park. Whilst I was on the helicopter tour, I was really blown away when we got a chance to see the famous Jurassic Park waterfall.